COP29 in Baku, Azerbaijan, which is being referred to as the Finance COP or the Money COP, as a new global climate finance target needs to be set to replace the 2009 amount when developed nations agreed to provide $100 billion annually to help developing countries build resilience to the disproportionate impacts of climate change put upon them. It's a polluter pays principle. Developing countries are feeling the most impacts and bear the most costs despite being the least responsible for global emissions. Countries committed under the Paris Agreement to establish a new collective quantified goal on climate finance in 2024. The reality is that the financial needs of developing countries are far outstripping what is currently flowing to them, and COP29 is the moment for countries to set more ambitious emission reduction targets, report on their previous pledges and commit to further progress, and scale up their actions on mitigation adaptation, as well as commit more financial and other support to countries grappling with the disproportionate loss and damage from climate impacts. And most estimates find that developing countries, after deploying their own resources, will need around $8 trillion from international sources. So that's about 1% of the global economy. And right now, leaders are determining and revealing what their new pledges will be, how they'll be measured, their time frames, what the finance will support, and how it will reach communities that need it most. On Tuesday, UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer announced their nationally determined contribution to cut emissions by 81% from 1990 levels by 2035. Today, our Environment and Climate Change Minister, Stephen Guilbeault, announced the launch of Gaia, GIA, a new financial platform to mobilize climate investments in vulnerable regions. So a lot of positive developments as countries also seek to establish robust, accountable trading mechanisms, and so carbon markets under Article 6 of the Paris Agreement are a focal point. But there is tension in the air at this COP. The first day, parties could not agree on the agenda until late into the night. And this year, COP29 is held in a petro-state. It's the third year in a row after Dubai and Egypt, and a state under authoritarian rule known for human rights abuses, and many criticized and questioned COP29 being held here. This is all in the backdrop of the United States electing a climate change denier as president, scientists telling us exceeding the 1.5 degree limit is imminent, and we're looking at 2024 breaking last year's record of being the hottest year in history. So it's a COP that feels heavy, but it's an important one that's going to influence global climate financing structures for years to come during some of the most pivotal years in Earth's climate history. So I hope these next few days and weeks, world leaders come out with a course to help ensure a livable planet for all of us. It's a critical moment for humanity and climate finance.